Hi, I'm RWoodruff here in beautiful Junction City, Oregon with the BISH RV organization. Today they're going to let me make you chicken cordon bleu in an RV, and we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to use pork rinds, pulverized as our breading. A little bit of flour, but mostly pork rinds. Keep that carbohydrate count way down, and then we're going to air fry it in our convection microwave. It's just a big air fryer. It'll come out golden. We don't have to use a whole lot of oil. And cooking with oil in an RV gets kind of messy, so keep it simple. We've got the pork rinds pulverized up. We've got our flour added in here. It's ready to be our breading. And let's go ahead and start prepping our chicken breast. Got our beautiful boneless, skinless chicken breast. A lot of people like to do it the easy way, which is just create a pocket. And it's not really the right way to do that. I like to lay them out nice and thin and then do my traditional pounding the snot out. I've got 4 chicken breasts, flayed them open, took my meat hammer, pounded them all nice and thin, break down that connective tissue. Now we're gonna prep up our asparagus for our asparagus wrapped in prosciutto. Cut off the big thick ends. No one likes to eat that part anyways. I like to take 2 asparagus and 1 thin strip of the prosciutto and give it a nice quick wrap. The prosciutto's already pre-cooked, so we don't have to worry about cooking it. We just have to worry about getting the asparagus cooked up. Start to assemble my chicken cordon bleus. While I'm doing that, I want to get my convection microwave preheated up to 350 degrees. Well, actually, we're going to air fry, so we're going to take it up a little bit higher, 425, and we hit start. And that's going to preheat up to our temperature that we want. So that when I do put these in, it's like putting them in an air fryer or a pile of hot oil. Let's go ahead and assemble our chicken cordon bleu. There's a lot of different ways to do this. This is the way I like to do it. I like to put a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt inside my chicken cordon bleu. And then we put down our ham and our cheeses. The traditional recipe calls for Swiss. And that's fun and everything, but I like Swiss and provolone, so I put them both in. This is my off-the-bone ham from the deli. Just get it laid in there. 1 piece of Swiss. Okay. So we've got our chicken, our ham, our Swiss cheese, our provolone. Give it a nice quick little roll here. And we got toothpicks now, thanks to Gary. Thank you, Gary. Should take about 2 toothpicks. I'm gonna set that off to the side. Got 4 done. This is my last one I'm gonna do up here. And of course, it's gonna come out to be the prettiest. I'm not sure who came up with this recipe eons ago, but gosh, you gotta love them. I think it's French, and it looks delicious. I like to give it a little dash of seasoning over the top. Well, preheating away. There we are. It doesn't take very long to get this up because it's not a very big space. You know, our ovens are much larger. Our bread dough is coming up nicely. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prep up all of the breading. A little bit of milk. A little bit of egg. Get that all whisked together. Throw some nutmeg in there, we got eggnog. And then we've got our dry. Our pork rinds that we pulverized up earlier. This is the scary part. I'm going to take these without getting them all disassembled and run them through all this and then get them onto our rack. This is the rack I like to use for my air frying. That way the air can get all the way around everything. And since I don't like cleaning up a lot, I like to put aluminum foil down first. That's gonna save me a lot of work later. Let's get these all washed up. The longer you spend getting these all breaded up, the better your flavor is gonna be. We've got them all breaded up. Now we're gonna finish setting our convection microwave. And it's gonna tell us how many minutes we want. 45 minutes. And start. Pause it for a moment. Got it all programmed up. Just take and set this right in here on the aluminum foil we got in there. Hit start. And we're air frying. Chicken's in the oven. We're gonna get back to wrapping up our asparagus, 2 at a time. And we like nice ribbons. And these over a campfire, oh, it's delicious. You can cook them in the oven, you can cook them in a skillet. It's just kind of limited to your imagination. That's a pile of beautiful prosciutto wrapped asparagus. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of water in here and I can get a little quick steam going, some olive oil, some garlic salt, and we're gonna sear it off in here. So we're gonna be using our front and center burner. This is called our high speed burner or high output burner. There we go. Get that going. Remember though, in an RV, space is tight. We all know to swing the handles in. Really, swing them in. You catch a handle in an RV, it's quick, it's bad, it's ugly, and you waste a lot of really great food. So we're gonna add just a little bit of water, get a little steam going on. We've got that on high. Our oven is up to 350 degrees. We've got about 36 minutes on the chicken cordon bleus. They look like they're happy in there. Doing great. So, we're gonna unwrap our bread here. And again, this is just that Rhodes bread dough. Took it out of the freezer last night, put it in this pan, gave everything a spray, covered it up with saran wrap after spraying the saran wrap. That way it doesn't stick to the dough. You don't end up popping your bread dough before you put it in the oven. It takes about 25 minutes for this to cook. Ooh, and it smells wonderful. The smell of fresh bread is just, you just can't really go wrong. And we're gonna cook that. Normally I've been cooking this in our convection microwave because I like to show the convection microwave as an air fryer. That's what we all don't realize, how simple they are. And they really are easy to use. The convection microwave normally replaces the oven and that gives us more storage. In an RV, storage is king. So I happen to have one here because I get to go walk around the RV park and say, oh gee whiz, which one do I want to use today? I picked this one. It's an older coach. It's a Winnebago Adventure. Beautiful layout. It's an older one too. I don't like to grab the new ones. That's easy. I want to use the older ones. So it looks like we've got about 25 minutes left on our chicken cordons. So let's get our bread in the oven. We're gonna let it go for about 25 minutes. If we were cooking this bread in the convection microwave, that bread takes 20 minutes. In a regular oven, it's 25 minutes. So a convection oven is going to cook a little bit faster with a little less heat. We've got our asparagus steaming away nicely. Here in a little bit, we'll get that water cooked out of there. Add a little olive oil and a little garlic salt. Crisp everything up nicely. You should see this bread. Look at that, it's coming out beautiful. Oh, the smell of homemade bread on a cold, rainy day. So we've got about 6.5 minutes to go. Gonna turn the heat up on this asparagus so we can crisp off that prosciutto a little bit. I like to add a little bit of garlic salt. I like garlic salt, I really do. Just a little bit there with a little lemon pepper. Gonna give it a nice citrus note, a little acidic flavor to it. Let's check on our chickens. Oh, those look beautiful. And I didn't make too much of a mess. Yay! Let's take a look at our bread. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let that go about another minute while this cools down a little bit. Our asparagus is it's coming out beautiful. Nice and golden brown. Get a little olive oil in there. Help conduct the heat. I could just see throwing a little bit of white wine in here, deglazing that pan, get that juices flowing around, but yeah, we're gonna crisp this off. It happens to me a lot. Those look beautiful. There's a beautiful loaf of bread. Well, that's a beautiful looking lunch there. I'm RWoodruff here in beautiful Junction City, Oregon with the BISH RV organization. And this is chicken cordon bleu, fresh bread, prosciutto wrapped asparagus in an RV just for you. See you next time, and like and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing, I appreciate it. Comment in the comment section. Y'all have a great day.